Have you ever noticed? Some people seem to start over more than once in their lives. A business fails, a career changes, a major plan falls apart, and suddenly, they find themselves back at the beginning. No shortcuts, no guarantees, no clear path forward. Most people fear these moments because starting over can feel like losing everything. Yet some individuals manage to rebuild, not immediately, not easily, but step by step. So what allows them to begin again when others remain stuck in what they lost? Today, we're exploring the psychology of people who rebuild from scratch and the mindset that helps them move forward after everything changes. 1. They accept reality faster than most people. When life doesn't go according to plan, the natural reaction is often resistance. People replay the past, wish things had happened differently, or spend months fighting a reality that already exists. People who successfully rebuild tend to do something different. They acknowledge the loss. They recognize the disappointment, but they don't stay trapped there. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen?" over and over again, they eventually shift toward a more useful question. What do I do now? And that shift becomes the first step toward recovery. 2. They stop defining themselves by what they lost. One reason starting over feels so difficult is because people often connect their identity to what they had, their position, their business, their achievements. When those things disappear, it can feel as though part of their identity disappears with them. But people who rebuild learn an important lesson. What they lost is something they possessed. It is not who they are. And once they separate their identity from their circumstances, they become capable of creating something new. 3. They focus on small wins instead of huge comebacks. After a major setback, many people become obsessed with getting everything back immediately. They want instant recovery, instant success, instant proof that they're moving forward. But rebuilding rarely works that way. People who recover successfully focus on smaller victories. One good decision, one productive day, one useful habit, one step in the right direction. Because they understand that large transformations are usually built from many small improvements repeated over time. 4. They view setbacks as information, not a final verdict. People who rebuild from scratch often develop a healthier relationship with failure. They don't enjoy setbacks. They don't ignore mistakes. But they don't treat them as proof that they're incapable. Instead, they look for lessons. What worked? What didn't? What should change next time? This mindset allows them to carry wisdom forward without carrying unnecessary shame. And over time, those lessons become valuable assets. 5. They trust their ability to start again. One of the most powerful things people gain from rebuilding is self-trust. Not the belief that everything will go perfectly, not the belief that failure is impossible, but the belief that they can recover if things go wrong. They've already survived difficult chapters. They've already adapted to uncertainty. They've already proven that they can continue after disappointment. And because of that, they stop fearing new beginnings as much as other people do. They know they can handle them. Rebuilding from scratch is one of the hardest experiences a person can face. It requires patience, humility, persistence, and the willingness to keep moving even when the future feels uncertain. But people who rebuild often discover something surprising. Starting over doesn't mean starting from nothing, because they still carry their experience, their lessons, their resilience, and everything they've learned along the way. What looks like a fresh start from the outside often contains years of knowledge beneath the surface. And sometimes, the person who rebuilds becomes stronger than the person they were before everything fell apart.